Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to continue the OL revision, this time with the test number 2. Okay, let's start to know, or as we know before, in the previous one, in test 1, we know how many questions do we have. We said that we have question number 1, MCQs, question number 2, fill in the gaps, question number 3, we have a reading passage, 4, translate from English into Arabic, and the opposite from Arabic into English, and the last question was writing. Let's start now with the test 2. Look at the board, guys, and listen to me carefully. Number 1, my friend was taken to the hospital with serious space because their house had a fire. So which one are we gonna choose? Complains, burns, smoke, smell. So exactly, it's gonna take letter B, which is burns. Number 2, the synonym of the verb realize is space, cover, understand, misunderstand, remain. So exactly, it's gonna take also understand. Number 3, what is the space of having expensive car? Okay, is it invitation, benefit, navigation, control? It's gonna to be exactly benefit. Number 4, my father makes a lot of business space a year, trips, journeys, picnics, voyages. So it's gonna to take, yes, exactly, trips, business trips. Number 5, do you space that this is the 3rd time you have forgotten my birthday? Recognize, realize, improvise, rationalize. So what does the word rationalize? Something is reasonable. Something is reasonable. Okay, let's move to the next one. How much do you space? If you don't mind me asking, play, win, gain, earn. It's gonna to take earn. Okay. Number 7, I do 2 hours, and the apostrophe is coming after the letter S. Okay. Watch out from this part. Okay. Every evening, a princess degree, attendant, training. Exactly. I do 2 hours training. 20 years after the event, his disappearance remain, disappearance, mystery, decision, prove. Exactly, mystery. Okay, number 9, a space is someone whose job is to weave cloth. Weave cloth. Weaver, tutor, tailor, welder. Okay, what are the meaning of these words? So tutor as a private teacher at home. Okay, tailor, a person who makes clothes. And what about welder? Someone who uses his power of the power of his authority. Okay, so the word is weaver. Scientists always try to find new ways to space the problem of pollution. Prove, solve, improve, include. It's gonna to take solve. So what about the grammar now? Look at the word number. The grammar is gonna start from number 11. Exactly. Number 11. Huda asked Dina Spade the answer of question of the previous week's exams. Is it? Did she know? Does she know? Had she known? Or she had known? By the way, there is a mistake here, which is after Huda asked Dina, we have to use here if. So which one is more suitable for this one? Exactly, if she had known, because it is a double-edged question, but in indirect speech. Okay, let's move to number 12. My friend is absent. He space L. By the way, after the space or before L, we have to use B. There is also another mistake here. He space BL. So I have no idea. So he's not sure. So we said that if you are not sure about something, we have to use, where is it? Exactly, might. Okay. Number 13, Noor told me that English is his favorite subject. So this is indirect speech. How did we know? Because we have here the word told. So, is it statement or a question? Exactly, it's gonna to be a statement. After this, Noor told me that English or can was good. It's gonna to be was. Number 14, yesterday I spaced to stand on the bus as it was full. Had, have, must, needn't. So I said yesterday, so we have to use past here. Which word in the past here is had. So number 14 is gonna to take had. My husband bought a space car, but it was very expensive. So bought a space car. Is it using, usage? Okay, exactly, as an adjective, not a verb. As an adjective, not a verb. A used car. Number 16, the last one. I visited my town, or I visited the town, space my mother was born in. So, I'm talking about the relative clauses. What are we going to use here? Is it where, whom, when, or which? So, according to the place, he is talking about the place, something happened in it. So, what are we going to use here? Yes, exactly, where. Let's move to the other question. Fill in the gaps. I said before, you have to read it all first, then start to put your answers. Okay, so listen carefully. Facebook, try to guess before I read. Facebook is the space interesting social networks in Egypt. It is a space for different purposes. Students use it, space, follow their lessons with their teachers. Young people, space, chat with their friends and catch up with the latest news. It is said that it can control the world events. So let's start to get the answers. Facebook is the space interesting social networks in Egypt. Is the most interesting social networking in Egypt. It is space for. It is what? It is used for different purposes. Students use it. Exactly. Letter C is gonna take C, to follow their lessons with their teachers. Young people space chat, can chat with their friends and catch up with the latest news it is said that it can control the world events. Let's move to the other page, which is question number 3, which is the reading passage. Read the following passage and answer the questions. Trees are beautiful and useful gifts of nature. They are great friends of man. Trees give us flowers, fruits, timber, bamboo, fuel, etc. We can rest under the cool shade of a tree. We get wood from the trees to make furniture, doors, windows, etc. Trees are also a great source of materials for paper, rubber, gums, herbs, and medicine plants. Forest brings clouds and cause rainfall. Trees prevent soil erosion. What is erosion? What does the word erosion? Erosion means to decrease something, to make it less amount. Okay? They protect us from severe weather. Trees are a part of a parcel of earthly life. All life directly or indirectly owes its existence to them. Trees release oxygen, which we need for our life. They also absorb the carbon dioxide Many living species live in trees. Trees from the natural habitat of many animals, birds and insects. Trees help make the land fertile. We get good crops out of the fertile land. They are the source of the fruits and flowers. They offer us cool shade during summer. During rainy seasons, we take shelter under the trees. Trees and plants are the source of many life-saving drugs. They prevent land erosion and guard us against pollution. Thus, trees keep up the ecological balance. Trees protect us from inclement. What does the word inclement wind? That means cruel, very tough, strong winds. Okay? Seeds, nuts, and fruits are food sources of human and animals. Trees protect the biodiversity. What is biodiversity? The variation of life, of the ecosystem. Trees, rings are used in producing varnishes. What do you need? Varnishes? Paints. The paint that we use to color the walls. Okay? Essential oil derived from trees are used in medicine and aroma industry. What do you need? Aroma? Smells. Okay? Thus, trees play an important role in our life. Felling of a tree disturbs the ecosystem. We should preserve trees and plants with great care. Let's see now the answers for the exercise. Number 1, which of the following is not correct? Trees help keep ecological balance. B. Trees takes in oxygen. C. Trees provide life-saving drugs. D. Trees protects the biodiversity. Which one is not correct? Exactly, letter D. Trees take in oxygen. The next one, what does the underlined pronoun they refer to? The pronoun they here refers to what? Refers to trees, plants, insects, or trees and plants. Exactly, refers to trees. Number 20. The word in the passage, or the word space in the passage means wood used for making things, which is, yes, exactly, bamboo. Number 22. Give a suitable title to the passage. It's up to you. According what did we say here, it's up to you to write a different title for this one. Number 23, how are trees useful in medicine? From the passage, how do you know, or how do we know that the trees are useful in medicine? So let's start to know where are we gonna to find the answer. Exactly, we have to say trees and plants are the sources of many life-saving drugs. Okay, and the other part, and essential oils derived from trees are used in medicinal and aroma industry. This is the rest of the answer. You are gonna to find it here. Let's move to the other page. Question number 24. How do you think life would be in or if there were no trees? It's up to you. Let's move to the other question, which is translate into English. This is an Arabic sentences. Let's change it to be in English. Sorry. تعاني الكثير من دول العالم وخصوصا الدول الأفريقية والآسيوية من نقص المواد الغذائية والرعاية الطبية، مما يؤدي إلى إصابة معظم سكانها بالأمراض الخطيرة. We said before that when you are gonna start and change the word from English into Arabic and Arabic into English, do not use word or do not translate word by word. Try to understand the sentence first and try to express it in your own, okay? And be aware with the difficult words here. So, according to this sentence, let's see the answer is gonna to be like what? A lot of world countries, especially African and Asian countries, suffer from shortage of food supplies and medical care, and causes their peoples catch serious disease. Okay, this is the first one. What about the second one? Communications has become easier, and the chance of individuals to obtain mass information at a great speed has become available. This has resulted in a feverish race among nations to obtain advanced technology. Let's see the answer. لقد أصبح التواصل سهلا، وفرصة الأفراد في الحصول على المعلومات هائلة بسرعة كبيرة أصبحت متاحة. وقد أدى هذا إلى سباق محموم أو شديد بمعنى أصح بين الدول للحصول على التكنولوجيا المتقدمة. Okay, this is for the second one. What about the writing or the essay that you are going to write? Look at the board. The title is, or the topic is talking about what? The benefits we get from animals. So this essay is gonna talk about the benefits from the animal that we get. But nowadays, most of us think that the animals cause diseases and so on. But there is a good side of having things from the animals. Let's talk about them. I give you some ideas to write about, like dogs, or some kind of animal, dogs, horses, cows, camels, monkeys. So there are some ideas for each kind of them. Try to talk about it and what benefit do we get from it. Okay, and this is the end of our session. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you understand, and see you in the next session. Thank you. Goodbye.